What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is John. Today I have for you a big box good. That's right, today we're going to be taking a look at the OtterBox Commuter for iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro I picked up at Target for $39.99. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a first impressions. We're going to take a look at the build quality, the fit and finish. We'll see what comes in the box. We're also going to compare this rugged smartphone case to a couple of other smartphone cases, more specifically a life-proof case and even a third-party knockoff of the OtterBox Commuter. And last but not least, be sure to stick around because we will be doing a demonstration showing off the functionality and the versatility of the OtterBox Commuter case. This is important. The iPhone is a powerful tool. It has triple cameras on the back, a LiDAR scanner. It is an extremely powerful device. Therefore, it can be considered an investment and one that you should protect if you are an active person living your life sort of on the go and using your phone as a productivity tool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this unboxing and first impressions and see just how good and just how capable the OtterBox Commuter series rugged case is at protecting and defending the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. So here in front of us is the OtterBox Commuter series case for the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. I picked this up at Target for $39.99. I am in need of a tougher, more durable smartphone case for the iPhone 12 Pro. You can find this particular case on Amazon for roughly $29.99 or $10 cheaper. But because I needed it same day, it was actually just a little bit easier getting this at Target. I went ahead and did so, and I figured I would make a video. So here you can see you get the OtterBox Commuter series case, and it is very similar in style to a few other cases we've reviewed on this channel before. We will get into a comparison here in the next couple of segments, but just to start off this video with the unboxing and first impressions, let's talk about the outside of the box. As you can see, most importantly, this case is 5G compatible. So if you have a 5G enabled device, such as the iPhone 12 or 12 Pro, whether that be just regular generic 5G or ultra wideband, it should be compatible with this case. You can also see that we get some extra drop protection. OtterBox has been making Commuter series cases for probably since the iPhone 4 and 4S. This gets upgraded drop protection, and we will take a look at some of those drop protection features, mainly how it differs from other protective cases. So let's go ahead and see what comes in the box. What my question is, does this come with any type of manufacturer's warranty? Hopefully it says so in the user manual. It should say so. Let's go ahead and check that out now. So as I was saying, what comes in the box, which I am really happy to see, is a limited warranty. At first, you'll be wondering why you have a large pamphlet, but that's because this is comprised of roughly 12 different languages. Now, the good news here is whether you speak Chinese or Japanese or Spanish or English, you'll be glad to see that this OtterBox Commuter series case actually comes with a 7-year warranty, which does fall under the mobile accessories warranty, which will cover the lesser expensive OtterBox case, the silicone case. It's a single layer case. Or if you want to step up to the OtterBox Defender Pro with the double layer protection, just like the Commuter case, but with a built-in screen protector, you do get 7 years warranty for either of those cases, which is really nice to see. What's also really nice to see is if you have an OtterBox specialty item, that's 1 or 2 years, or if you have an outdoor rated item, maybe for an iPad or a computer or something of that nature, you actually get up to a 5-year warranty. And just to clarify, this OtterBox case is the middle tier case. Like I said, step up to the Defender for dual layer protection, which this case has. The Defender Pro has a built-in screen protector, making it just slightly more expensive and slightly more rugged, or step down to a single layer OtterBox case. It is less expensive. It will be easier to transport, less bulky, lighter, things of that nature. This case, however, being that it is a double layer case, is the middle ground. It is the more expensive option than the single layer. Just to give you an idea as to where this particular case lies, let's go ahead and actually compare it to a few other smartphone cases. And like I said, stick around till the end of the video so I can demonstrate a couple of the capabilities and functionality of this case. Roughly 2 to 3 weeks ago, perhaps it was maybe a month and a half ago, I reviewed a case by a company, NTG. I picked this case up off Amazon. This was relatively inexpensive, maybe $13.99, $11.99, can't quite remember the price, but one thing I compared this case to was the OtterBox Commuter series case. And as you can see, it's very similarly styled with a couple of key differences. You get the logo in the exact same part of the case at the bottom of the phone towards the lightning port. As you can see, it's the OtterBox case or the NTG case. But one thing that's readily noticeable is the similarity in design. And what I am referring to, I think you can tell, is the hand grips at the back or the sides of the device. It is very similar in that it is the rubber silicone layer beneath sticking up through the plastic upper layer, just like you get on the OtterBox Commuter series. But as you can tell, on the OtterBox Commuter series, you do get some nice ridges and grooves on the hand grip to make it just a little bit more tactful. And also one thing you'll notice, which may or may not be an advantage to the OtterBox, is you actually get that rubber silicone piece protecting and surrounding the camera module on the NTG case, as where with the OtterBox case it seems to be just plastic on the outside. Perhaps it's rubber on the inside and the plastic on the outside is protecting it. But most importantly, where the OtterBox has a clear advantage is you get a sleeve covering the lightning connector port at the bottom. Both cases, as you can tell, have a lip that surrounds the display of the phone, but most importantly here, the difference between the OtterBox Commuter case versus the NTG case is the OtterBox Commuter series case just seems to be slightly thicker, but that I think is mainly in part due to the fact the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro are thicker than the iPhone SE, which is Apple's smallest iPhone in the lineup. Now, getting this case apart for the first time is easy. It's actually installing it that you want to be just a little bit careful of. You want to get the silicone piece on first, and you want to make sure first that all of the buttons are aligned. One thing I can say from experience using these cases, I have been an iPhone user for quite some time, is the more you remove a case, the less durable it becomes, the less grippy it becomes, and it actually begins to sort of fall off the phone. And that's the reason why I've upgraded to the OtterBox Commuter case, because the previous case I owned was actually starting to come off. So what you'll want to do is make sure that all the ports are lined up, and one of the tips I can give lining up the port is to actually make sure that you have the lightning port covered first and then adjust the rest of the case around the iPhone. Now, one thing you'll notice here is a cutout roughly where the Apple logo is, where the wireless charging coil is located. So this should be Magsafe enabled, or it should be able to at least wireless charge through the case. We do have Magsafe on the table, which we will be demonstrating, but just to make it clear, it should be compatible with Magsafe. So let's go ahead and get the upper layer on. Now that we've pretty much made sure all the ports are lined up and that everything is in its proper place, because like I said, taking this on and off over time will actually make it less durable. It will actually cause it to start sagging around the edges, Now, I may have failed a little bit getting this installed, but as is always the case, you do have to sort of work the rubber silicone just around the edges of the iPhone here. So after just a few seconds of finagling with the OtterBox case, you want to make sure the bottom silicone layer is wrapped around the edge of the display to give it that lay on the table design. It needs to be flush. As you can see, the lightning cover is flush with the bottom of the case, which actually leads me to my next point about how the Commuter case is superior to the NTG case. Now, for a fifth of the cost, the NTG case, which is on the right-hand side on the iPhone SE, even though it's a fifth of the cost, the fit and finish is actually pretty exceptional. As you can see, the silicone layer around the edge of the display is tight, it's not sagging anywhere, and it's roughly similar in feel and in weight and in heft and in durability actually to the OtterBox Commuter Series case. But where the Commuter Series case is superior is, like I was saying earlier, you get the lightning cover at the bottom, which I think had NTG put that on their case, it may have just been a little bit cheap and made the case feel a little bit less premium and a little bit less worth than what it cost and how much money you're saving. But what's really nice about the OtterBox Commuter case that takes it a step further than the NTG case, which is why you would pay more for the OtterBox case, is the fact it has an antimicrobial coating on the back, or an antibacterial coating, which will allow you to clean this and hopefully keep it from collecting dirt and grime, which cell phones typically do. Cases over time do become grimy and oily and can hold harmful bacteria that can get you sick. So why not actually resist that oil on your fingers and from dirt? We already have that technology on the display. You do get it on the OtterBox case, and that is definitely worth paying for over the NTG case, I think. So like I was saying, there are a few key differences between the OtterBox case and the NTG case, namely the fact the OtterBox case is roughly 3 or 4 times as expensive as the NTG case, and most importantly, the fit and finish of the NTG case is actually just as good, if not better, than the OtterBox Commuter case, which I am extremely surprised to see. The reason I believe NTG case was able to accomplish this fit and finish was due to the fact they do not include a lightning cover as where the OtterBox case does. Now, one thing you'll notice here, and your first impressions will be that the OtterBox Commuter case is a ripoff, and that's because the buttons on the NTG case are actually clickier. As you can tell just through the microphone, the OtterBox Commuter case, when locking and unlocking it, is perfectly silent. But the good news here is eventually, over time, this silicone piece underneath will loosen up, it will expand a little bit, it will conform to your device a little bit better, and you will become used to clicking these buttons on a regular basis. Just give the silicone layer underneath time to sort of loosen up and become just a little bit easier to click. Now that we've done the unboxing and first impressions, let's go ahead and test out just how well Magsafe works with the OtterBox Commuter. And as you can see, it doesn't work. Now, this is a good demonstration because this stand, as you can see, has Magsafe in it. It is designed to hold the iPhone 12 or 12 Pro or 12 Pro Max. But as you can see, with the Defender case, or excuse me, the Commuter case installed, it does not stay on this stand. It is simply too heavy. Now, even though the OtterBox Commuter case is too heavy to stand up on a stand magnetically, it does still magnetically attach to Magsafe. Even though it is a weaker connection, it does still find its home on the back of the iPhone through the OtterBox Commuter case. And most importantly, because I do like to take picture and video, what's important to me actually is if I need to stand this up on a tabletop tripod, that the case isn't too thick for the phone mount for the tripod. And as you can see, the phone mount is actually better with the OtterBox Commuter case, because with the plastic around the Commuter case, not only is it bulkier and tighter inside the mobile phone clip, but it's also just a little bit grippier as well, making this actually a pretty decent handheld solution if I wanted to maybe do a vlog or maybe just do a point and shoot video. And most importantly, how does the OtterBox Commuter fare in the pocket? Even though this adds a significant amount of bulk and even weight, it actually slides in and out of the pocket fairly easily. Now, I am showing you with a pair of gym shorts here. With a tighter pair of shorts, like maybe a pair of jeans, you will definitely see some added bulk. And actually, you can see the added bulk through the gym shorts, but for the most part, it is a nice plastic, smooth plastic finish on the back. Even though it does have rubber grips, it still slides in and out of the pocket fairly easily. Anyways, guys, that has been an unboxing and first impressions of the OtterBox Commuter Series case for iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. I picked up at Target for $39.99. Today you saw what came in the box. We got a user manual with a limited warranty of up to 7 years from the original purchase date. As long as you purchase this case from an authorized OtterBox retailer, which Target should be, this will qualify for up to 7 years of warranty, which covers manufacturer deficiencies such as recalls that may come up in the future and other miscellaneous issues you will have with this case, using it under a variety of different situations. What's good to see is you get that warranty with mobile phone accessories, such as the lesser single layer OtterBox case beneath this case, or the OtterBox Defender Series case, which is above this case, which is also a 2-layer case, but has the built-in screen protector. This case does not have a built-in screen protector. You also saw how this compares to a third-party or knockoff OtterBox case, mainly this NTG case for the iPhone SE. This was roughly a fifth of the cost at $13.99 or $15. It has roughly the exact same styling with the rubber grips on the back. As you can see, the OtterBox has the same rubber grips, and the positioning of the branding is actually the same as well. But we saw where the NTG case differs from the more expensive OtterBox, mainly the fact that the lightning port is missing on the NTG case, which is what gives this case a premium fit and feel. Actually, had they incorporated the lightning port cover, I feel as if this could have been just a little bit cheaper feeling and a little bit less organized feeling, maybe just a little bit messy or sloppy. But the good news here is if you do need a case at a fifth of the price, you don't want to pay that $40 price for the OtterBox Commuter. The fit and finish of the NTG is phenomenal. We also talked about how well this works and how versatile this is. As you saw on an iPhone stand with Magsafe, this is simply too heavy. But it does still work with Magsafe, and the last demonstration you saw, it worked great with a mobile phone mount for a tripod, keeping in line with the creativity factor of the iPhone 12 Pro with its triple cameras and the augmented reality scanner on the back. Again, this is an extremely powerful tool. It's an extremely capable camera and video recording device. Needing to set this up on a tripod, whether that be a mobile phone tripod or any other type of tripod, you can expect this case to perform well. And most importantly, one thing I forgot to mention is the antimicrobial or the antibacterial coating on the back of this case. Now, earlier I was saying about the oleophobic coating on the display of the phone is good at protecting against smudges and fingerprints and grime. So too is the back of this OtterBox Defender series case, or Commuter series case, excuse me. And one thing I quickly want to point out is if you actually take a rag and wipe the back of it, it actually remains relatively slippery, but in roughly 30 seconds to a minute from now, it will dry and actually become more tactful. As where with the NTG case, if you actually take the wipe and clean off the back of it, it actually sort of starts to collect in some places and actually collects the dirt and leaves the dirt on the case itself. As you can see, it doesn't do that with the OtterBox case. There are no little bubbles of water and oxygen sort of beating up on the back of the case. As where with the NTG case, it just looks a little bit dirtier. And there is a significant difference between wiping this case off and wiping this case off. When you wipe this case off, you're probably going to get most of the dirt and grime off of it. With the lesser expensive third-party case, it's looking like it's going to be harder to clean actually, and that is mainly to do, I think, with the finish on the back. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. The OtterBox Commuter Series case is definitely a great case. It's great at protecting and defending your phone from drops and scuffs, thanks in part to the cover over the lightning port and the lip around the entire edge of the device. It does have a lay on the table design. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close out this unboxing and first impressions. I really hope you got some good information on how versatile and functional this case is and how worth it is to protect an investment like an iPhone 12 or 12 Pro. They are tools, they are pieces of equipment that we use on a daily basis to make our lives more efficient. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Be sure to hit that bell icon to get notified when I post to YouTube. Share this video with friends and family. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is John. I will see you in the next video.